Hey guys, I just wanted to start this video by saying thank you to everybody who is subscribed here on this channel. I'm very appreciative of the fact that you guys do that, and I'm very glad you liked the last video. I'm making this new video because of some things that I've seen and some very big mistakes that I've seen that are very common, and I want to help you avoid those things. I'm not going to teach you how to trade because that's not my job, and also there's a lot of problems that come with that I'll talk about in future videos. But what I will do is help you understand how the market really works, and that way you can create your own trading plan. And the reason that I can't teach you mine is because even if I did, you would still lose money, because everybody has a unique outlook on the market and they interpret things differently. They look at different things, and it's way too mechanical and binary for me to just tell you when to buy and sell and stuff like that. So not to be obnoxious, but don't ask me to teach you how to trade, because I won't do it, but I will help in any other way that I can. Anyways, thank you very much for that, and let's kind of get into it here. So I named this video Trading with a Plan, Trade with a Purpose, or Not at All, because if you don't know what you're doing in the market, you're going to lose all your money. And I know it's kind of a double-edged sword, because you have to have experience to start making money, and I get that. You will probably need to lose for a good 1.5 to 2 years realistically before you finally understand how these things work. And when you finally figure it out, depending on your edge, but for me, I had to find out the hard way, but I also learned I had to be a lot more patient for good setups to come. Good, high quality, low risk setups. So that being said, what I'm trying to get across to a new trader, or you guys, or whatever, is that if you don't know what you're doing, you are throwing money away. Okay? If you don't have a plan and you don't have a trigger or a reason to be speculating in the market, then you're better off not doing it. And I know that sounds pretty mean, but it is what it is. I lost a lot of money trying to learn these things when I was new. And if I could go back, I would have told myself to stop trading with such big size. You know, you don't know what you're doing, you're new. But everyone goes through that phase. But I just wanted to let you know it's okay if you back off and don't trade quite as much. Your time is much more better spent looking at the market and just watching it, to be honest. Just watching it, and eventually you'll see something that, if you dig deep enough, you'll see something that repeats itself enough and offers an exit plan, and low risk and high reward. So those, until you find that and you know the setup like the back of your hand, and you know the market conditions, you're kind of gambling. You really are. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of coach you guys along with that. Let's go to this next slide here. So I'm just going to read this. It says, know your strategy or build one. So what I meant by this is you need to know everything about your strategy. When is my entry trigger? Do I have that special condition to put on risk in the market? Okay. And not only that, am I getting a good entry point that offers me low risk, so that I can identify, because I know my strategy so well, I can identify when it's not going to work out before my stop loss is hit, or my stop gets hit and that's that, but I didn't lose very much. Because if you're trading with leverage and you don't know when to get in and out of the market, like surgically, you're going to blow up your account. And I don't want you guys to do that, because that really sucks. I mean, it's how you learn, but it's also one of those things that could be avoided if you take more time and you're very patient. Trading, you have to be patient trading, and then you have to be aggressive trading. So it's very dynamic, but when all the stars line up, you have to attack. That's the way it goes. I said be honest with yourself in this slide, because I think a lot of people are not honest with themselves in trading, and there's a lot of propaganda out there, and there's a lot of lies. Okay, for example, you'll see a screenshot of somebody that, made $40,000 or something like that on a trade. It's like, okay, that's an amazing trade, that's great, but consistently over time, if you don't have risk management down, you're going to lose that money. You're going to give it all back. And just be honest with yourself. Know where you're at, know what level of a trader you are, and trade accordingly. If you've been doing it less than 2 years, there's no reason you should be doing 100,000 contracts on Bybit with high leverage. Unless you just have money to throw away. I mean, maybe some people do, but most don't, okay? And I was saying, does your strategy have a distinct area to manage risk, as that is the most important aspect of trading. You need to know exactly when you're wrong, and you need to know when you're right. But more importantly, when you're wrong, you need to know your strategy so well that you'll see the market doing something that it's not supposed to do for your strategy to work out. And you can bail and you can get in at a better price. But what you never want to do is hold a position underwater for a long time. You can always get back in the market. If you took a position, which I personally like to ladder, because I feel like that's a shotgun approach. You do a few contracts here, a few contracts here, and a few contracts over there. And then, if the market doesn't do what you want, you're not taking quite as big of a loss, okay? And that's more important than gaining. You don't want to lose money. You can miss out on gains, but you don't want to have a negative balance, But you need to know exactly when to get out of the market. And I know I'm saying that a lot, but it really needs to be cemented in your brain and something you think about every day that you trade. Is the market going the opposite way? Is it not acting the way it should? I'm out. Because you can lose a lot of money very quickly. And the third bullet point here says, does your strategy have a take profit condition that is tangible? So what I meant by that is that you need to know, just like your strategy or your risk management strategy to get out, you need to know when to take profit. So if the market starts to do something and it kind of starts telling you, hey, the conditions are changing, and the market may go against you, you need to know when to take profit. And it's okay to take profit. You don't always want to take profit too early, but that's why you got to know your strategy, know how your market moves. And that goes back to what I was saying earlier. Your time is better spent just watching the market for a year than it is, trading a lot. Unless you're going to watch the market and trade in small doses, that would be good. But yeah, I just wanted to make sure that you guys were on the right path, and this has worked for me, so I wanted to share that with you. And I've got one more thing here that I wanted to show you I thought was pretty cool. So this quote here, I'm not much of a quote person, to be honest with you, but this is actually applicable to trading. So I replaced one of the words, by the way. It says, if you know your enemy and yourself, you need not fear the result of 100 trades. If you know yourself but not the enemy, for every trade won, you will also suffer a trade loss. If you know neither the enemy nor yourself, you will succumb in every battle, which means you're going to lose your account. So a big part of trading is understanding your market. You need to understand who's in your market. Who are the liquidity providers? Who are the people you're doing business with? Who are the people taking the other sides of your trades? Is it an algorithm that just takes it and then pumps the price against you or dumps it? You got to think about those things. Think about the market. Think about who you're trading against. Who's in there? I mean, the hedgers, the speculators, the market makers. These are the people that you're playing the poker game with, essentially. You can't see them, but they're there, and they're very real, and you need to understand what they do and how they work so that you can speculate on the market properly. And I guarantee you 75% of speculators don't even know what I'm talking about right now. and they end up losing a lot of money. So that being said, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and thanks again for subscribing, and I will definitely be making more videos. Thank you.